Greetings and blessings, everyone. James Thomas Devitt. It's been a couple of months since I've done a video, and I wanted to do one on, in my opinion, the most important topic of the moment, which is the new energy. But I think, I've talked a lot about the new energy and everything. I've done it in live feeds in my group, which is The Way, Spiritual Philosophy. But now I'm going to do it this way in a video. I want to put it out there so everyone can see it, everyone can hear it. What exactly is the new energy? Well, to be honest with you, the new energy isn't really new. It's kind of like the new age isn't really new either. For the volunteers who came to planet Earth, and whether they came from the Pleiades, Arcturus, Orion, Sirius, Alpha Centauri, wherever they came from, they reside, or resided at that time, in what's known as quantum time, connected to what is called the quantum grid. Part of coming here, because this planet is linear, it's third dimensional, it's not multidimensional, although there are different parts of the planet that are very much multidimensional and quantum in nature, but and here it's linear time. To give you an idea or an example of that, the phrase, and a friend of mine used this once, all lifetimes are happening at the same time. And I thought about that for a while, and then I realized it's a paradox. On this side over here, that's true. They are all happening at the same time. On this side over here, it's false. They're not. Now, for most people who hear that, they're going to go, hold on. Either it's true or it's not true. Imagine, if you will, someone residing in quantum time. And they view you, who is living here in linear time, in physical. They can view any lifetime you've lived, because they're in quantum time. Time is more circular there than here. Here it's linear, so it's more straight across. Now for you here, they're not all happening at the same time. Each lifetime is happening individually, one at a time. So somebody in quantum time can view the life you're living right now, and can view a life that you lived 5,000 years ago, and a life that you lived 300 years ago, and go, okay, see, these points here are all connected. These experiences are all connected. And it assists our guides and those who are here to assist us in doing just that, assisting us. But for us, we come to a place where certain abilities are dampened, certain traits are shifted and altered depending upon what our life is meant to be like, and the experiences that we're wanting to have, and things like this. So what's happening now is, basically, I'm going to explain this as best I can. So let's take Bob. Okay, Bob's a volunteer. I know I'm horrible with names, so just bear with me. Bob comes from the Pleiades. Bob arrives on the Blue Star. Goes, yep, I'm here, volunteer. Send me in, coach. Each volunteer, now Bob goes in and he gets implants and devices put into his etheric body. The purpose of this is so that Bob forgets. So Bob, he was here at the beginning, so he decides he's going to start this little sojourn, the reincarnational cycle as a volunteer in Lemuria. So he goes to Lemuria, and initially he is still in quantum time. So if somebody is in third dimensional linear time here, is standing there, they don't see Bob, because Bob is vibrating too high. And generally, after a little bit of time, calming down the vibrations, lowering their frequencies, until all of a sudden Bob becomes physical here. Now Bob still remembers that he's from the Pleiades, and he still remembers everything. And eventually, he dies. And instead of moving back into quantum time in the, say, the fifth dimension or sixth dimension, whichever it might be, he now goes into the fourth dimension, which is around this planet, which is what we all term the near realms. When a medium is connecting with someone who's passed, right, they're connecting into the near realms. And as Bob moves through the reincarnational cycle and lives different lifetimes, he gets to a point where he gets born to mom and dad, and initially he'll have certain memories and everything, and then he turns 2 or 3, 4 years old, and he doesn't remember he's from the Pleiades. He doesn't remember that he's quantum. He doesn't remember that all things are connected. Bob has fully immersed into planet Earth and density and third dimension and duality, all of these things. And it continues on, lifetime after lifetime. And Bob is guided, and Bob is pushed in this way or that way. Finally, Bob gets to a life, the one that we're living now. And certain devices and implants that are located in Bob's etheric body deactivate. The reason that they deactivate is so Bob can start waking up. So that Bob realizes that he's actually not from Earth, he's from somewhere else. Now Bob has a penchant towards healing. He loves healing. He loves helping people. He loves doing things to make people feel good and make people feel better about themselves. So he goes in that direction. Bob hasn't remembered everything about who he is. But the process has begun. And in that particular lifetime, Bob will remember what he needs to remember. And he'll start clearing out the garbage. Now, Spirit, shall we say, plans for everything. They don't miss a trick. Bob runs across me. Bob's a healer. Bob wants to learn the Blue Star Healing Method. Bob gets reconnected to the quantum grid. Bob gets all of his karma wiped clean. Bob starts getting all of his crap that he's collected through countless lifetimes taken off of him. It's time. So what exactly is the new energy? The new energy, in fact, is our true energy. When you can reconnect to the quantum grid, you're able to reconnect to your true energy. There's a door in your heart that is locked. Take certain encodements to unlock the door and open the door. Now I have all of those encodements, and I can access the encodements for anybody. Because I come from Blue Star, and all of them were created on the Blue Star. And what happens is that I can unlock the door, and I can open the door, and it's there for you. But you are the one who has to walk through the door and reclaim that part of yourself. I'm like a gatekeeper, if you will. I am a spiritual teacher. And all I want is to empower people and to get people to reconnect to who they truly are and to walk the path that they're here to walk. That's it. When we crossed the point of no return, which was December 21st, 2012, things slowly began to change. Certain individuals who had been laying in dormancy, shall we say, have started to awaken in the last year to 2 years. And they are awakening quickly. Imagine, if you will, I started speaking universal light language 25 years ago. I've had countless people over the years ask me, can you teach me how to speak in light language? And I'm like, no. I wasn't even taught. I was awakened. And I have 2 opening to channeling classes, one on Wednesday night online and one on Thursday night. And I've got 5 people all speaking in light language. Because it's time. People are remembering. They've had their door open, they've walked through the door. You see. In 1987, with the harmonic convergence, the native human population made a choice to evolve. That's why I'm here. That's why you're here. That's why we're having this interaction, this conversation. Okay? Because they made a choice to evolve. Not all native humans, a small percentage. Now I know that I have an amazing ability for inner vision, but in this incarnation I don't. I know that I am brilliant at remembering people's names and faces and all of these things. And in this incarnation, I feel so bad so many times because I don't remember people's names. And we walk our path every day. But it's like, do you walk your path in fear or in love? Do you see someone who's completely different from you and think, wow, that's amazing? Or do you hide your eyes and hope that they don't see you? You hope that they don't connect with you. How do you live your life? From your heart, from your mind? From fear, from love? It'd be very simple for me to say there is no right or wrong answer. And technically there isn't. For every choice we make, there is ramifications, effects, consequences. You have to decide how you're going to live your life. I know I can't do it for you. Nobody else can either. There's a lot of people choosing to leave right now, and they're going to come back. They're going to come back different. Imagine, if you will, all your karma is gone. That's one less thing you have to think about when you come back next time. The Pleiadians, the Arcturians, Orion, Reptilians, all of the different people, beings from other worlds, other places, other realms, who are all volunteering here, are doing it for the benefit of the people of this planet and for this planet. Are you a volunteer? Go within. Answer your own question. If you're listening to this message, the chances of you being a volunteer is probably pretty high. Excuse me. Coffee. I developed 3 rules. So I'm going to give you those 3 rules. And I teach my students this, and I tell this to other people. And rule number 1. Follow your heart and guidance. Now, included in rule number 1, discern within your heart. Don't blindly accept what somebody says, not even me, as your truth, unless you discern it within your heart. Rule number 2, trust your intuition. Think of it this way. Throat, third eye, crown, upper 3 chakras. It's your third, second, and first chakras. Now, what balance? Now, the base chakra, which is the base of the spine, it connects to Mother Earth. It deals with survival, protection, things like that. Second chakra, just below the navel, deals with sexuality, sensuality, creativity. Third chakra, above the navel, personal power, free will choice, these types of things. Throat, speaking your truth. Third eye, inner vision. Crown, connection to all that is. Okay? Right here, which is between the throat and the heart, is what I call the thymus chakra. Some people call it the higher heart chakra. We play with that in the Blue Star Healing. It's good. It's very good. It helps connect you to you. Now, your upper 3 chakras, your lower 3 chakras. The balance, what balances the two is the heart. So if you're fully grounded into the earth and you're connected to spirit, you have balance in your heart center, your heart chakra. That's what real balance means. If all your focus is on the earth, or all your focus is out there, I've heard people go on and on, I'm so tired, I just want to go home. You're here for a reason. Enjoy it. Live it. Be it. Do what you need to be doing here. Okay? My rules. Back to, rule number 3. Most important rule of all. Please see rule number 1 and 2. That's it. There are no other rules. In this form, we forget so much. I was talking to somebody the other day and I said, I've remembered so much about who I am, what I am, where I come from, all of these things. And they actually said, I know, and it's amazing. I mean, and I said, even at that, I know maybe 15%. 15. At the absolute highest, maybe 20%. That's it. So there's 80 to 85% of me here that I haven't even touched yet. I don't know about. But I don't need to. I know what I know to do what I'm here to do. Now, as I said, it took a certain percentage, right, to agree to evolve for the native human population, to cross that line for the choice to evolve. Now, had the choice been no, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. And more than likely right now, there wouldn't be any life on this planet. Everything would have been reset back to the beginning, starting all over again. Don't forget, this is the 5th grand cycle, so 4 other times the answer was no. Think about that. So, one of the things that I'm here to do is to unlock that door in the heart and allow the true energies to come in again. Give the opportunity for an individual, like a volunteer, to move through that doorway, to reconnect to their true self, reconnect to the quantum grid. In the last Blue Star Healing Workshop, we were almost finished. Okay, we were down to the Master Attunement Initiation and the Master Attunement. That's all that was left. And we took a break. And when we came back from break, everyone noticed that somebody had disappeared. I got a text message from the person. And they said, I was feeling way too claustrophobic. And mind you, this was a massive space. I mean, you could sit down and be a good 20, 30 feet from anybody. The space is massive. And she had to leave. It happened because she wasn't ready to walk through her door. It happens. When she's ready, she'll come back, finish it, get her Master Attunement certificate, and away she goes. You have a choice to make. What path are you going to walk? My job, part of my job, a small part of my job, is to reconnect as many volunteers as I can to the quantum grid, at least a certain percentage, to open up enough doors so that people walk through them to reconnect, to lose their karma, to lose all the crap that they've been collecting, the junk collectors, which we all did, we've all done. I mean, I've removed Roman helmets and I've removed daggers from several thousand years ago. All sorts of things. So, I want you to think about it. Because in this moment, it's time But at the end of the day, it's your choice. You choose the path you walk. Fear, light, heart, love. There is no right or wrong answer. Just be aware that with the choices that you make, there are ramifications, consequences. So if you make a choice and you don't like the consequences, perhaps you need to make a different choice. Consider these, okay? Feel free to stop by my page, which is Blue Star Spiritual Group International, Blue Star Temple Spiritual School. Come by the group, The Way Spiritual Philosophy, both on Facebook. Hopefully in the next month I'll have my website up and running, finally. And lots of good things coming up. We've got the workshop, Blue Star Healing Workshop, coming up on the 8th and 9th of October here in Wellington at Thistle Hall on Cuba Street. It's going to be fantastic, it really is. For more information or to register, email Lulu Baird on l-baird, B-A-I-R-D, at hotmail.com. The cost is $300 to secure your place, is a deposit of $75. Okay, you can pay the balance on the day. It's time. It really is. It's time to take that next step. This is the last workshop for 2016. Our next workshop that's already scheduled is on the 18th and 19th of March in Cairns, Far North Queensland, Australia. I'm working on a few things as well. So for our friends over in America, keep your ears open because I might be coming your way next year. And we're planning on doing Blue Star Healing workshops up in Auckland again, here in Wellington, and hopefully down in Christchurch next year as well. So much love, many blessings. Have a great day. Bye-bye.